I'm going to ask you a question that is really about us women and how we are with our body. Is there any part of your body you don't like?
Which one now?
Something like, oh,
which one?
I don't like my boobs, they're too small. I don't like my bum, it's too big.
Which one? I think let me appreciate God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no part of my body I don't like.
Yes.
Even the hair, I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
The hands, generally I'm appreciative.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just thank Him for, even if I didn't like it, what would I do about it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
just
a good
thankful.
attitude. Because you hear women all the time
complaining,
saying this, that, but that's what God gave you. You have to work with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
it's enough, and usually it's enough. What He gave you is for a reason, and you can do some. You can't change it, but there is a way you can make it look a little bit better by sexing it up.
Mm-hmm.
You need help sometimes.
Yes.
If you can't handle, you ask someone who does it better, or somebody you admire. Tell them, what can I do? There are people you find, yes, the boobs are a little bit big, but they don't even know which bra is good for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ask around.
Okay. All right. So your daughters, how old are your daughters?
One is 9, the other is 6.
And you met their father when you were working at WBS?
Yes.
You were working together then?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a good relationship?
Yes, because there's not much there's no reason for us to have a bad relationship, because at the end of the day, we have them, the kids, and we have to play the role of parents. Mm-hmm. So,
did you think you would get married back then, at that time?
Yes, I thought so. Mm-hmm. I actually thought so. Even when I know most of the things were against us. Mm-hmm. Family
was against you?
Because of the religious bit of it. I also never knew it would ever happen to me, because my dad was a religious guy, so am I, so is my mom, and most of family. And one of the things I never knew I would do is that. Okay. But God does things His way. That's why sometimes I learn to never say never, because things will happen and you don't know how they happened, but they have. Okay. So it didn't strike me then. I went on, like I told you, I was an innocent, naive girl. Mm-hmm. I took things as they came. I didn't think so much into them, but we tried to push it. Eventually, we agreed. It won't work out, but we had these little girls, and we really wanted to give them a good life. Mm-hmm. So we agreed to let it go.
Okay.
Yeah. And we are happy. We are both happy.
Well, I'm
okay, at least I am happy.
What you know about him, though?
I assume he is. Okay. I assume he is.
Okay. And then there were quite a few interviews done at a point where it was quoted for you to be dating a much older gentleman. I know a lot of people have asked me to ask you this. Were you actually dating?
What does dating mean?
Look at her dodging this question.
No, I'm not dodging it. But remind me.
Were you just spending time together, or were you in a relationship? With Chigongo?
It was a brief relationship.
Okay.
It was a brief one that didn't work out. I told somebody, not all relationships are supposed to enter into marriage. Sometimes we enter them expecting something. It doesn't work out, and you don't strangle yourself. You don't push on even when you hurt. You let it go. Okay. So I was like, no, this is not what I want, and I'm out. And indeed, I went out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, some people come into your life, as they say, for a reason. Some people come into your life for a season. And now you've met someone very special.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. You should see the smile on her face right now.
He is listening.
Hello. Happy. So how did you guys meet?
Oh, okay. Where do I start from? I had never seen him. We had never met, though he told me he had seen me somewhere at the mosque after Friday prayers. Okay. But I didn't notice. I didn't see him. But he went on with his business. He didn't know how to reach me because he was never in the country.
Okay.
And I think he was also going through a relationship. Yeah, but he tried to get me. Eventually, when it didn't work out the other side, and he had seen this girl he admired, So he tried to contact me on social media. I don't take social media so seriously. If you want me, try not to get me through social media.
Someone has to find you physically.
Unless you get straight to the point.
Okay.
You want something to do with my work, get straight to the point. I'm so and so, Faridah, I want us to talk about this and this. You're clear. But these things are coming, hello, Faridah, hello, sweetie, you, I love you. Those ones, I won't take you seriously. So he tried to attract my attention through social media. Of course, I ignored him. Viber, Facebook, WhatsApp, all
of them.
Yeah, I immediately WhatsApp, when he eventually got my number, immediately WhatsApped me, block.
He worked very hard.
Yeah, he did. He did, Bambi, thank you. So I tried to ignore him all through. He stuck to Messenger. He would text and text. I still ignored him until he flew to the country.
Okay.
To see Farid.
Came to meet you.
So he came to the office and called me because he had my number. Said, I'm here and I'm not leaving unless you see me. I went to see this guy who is so brave at Atiabakulu. I went, I saw him. Surprisingly, I liked him. Immediately, just like you see somebody and something strikes you, and you give him a chance to say what they have to say.
Okay.
So we talked. Why did you block me? I told him I didn't know you. Yeah, I didn't know you. So I unblocked him that day. We talked a little bit. He told me what he wanted. Immediately, he told me he didn't want a girlfriend. He wanted a wife.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He was straight to the point like that.
Yes.
He sounds like the kind of man who knows what he wants.
Yes, exactly. He told me, if you're looking for a boyfriend, I'm not the one. I want a wife. So I saw some seriousness in him, but of course, you don't conclude just like that.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, but I unblocked him. We chatted that night. The very first chat, he showed me all his family. So, Pola, I liked him. We went on. Because he had limited time into the country. He asked me to meet his family. I was like, what do you want to do to me? What if it doesn't work out? You can easily use this as blackmail. Faridah, you went to meet my family, now you're dumping me on what? I told him, I'm not coming.
You're like, I'm not going down that road.
Oh, yeah. But I gave him a chance. I eventually went, met family, they liked me. Okay, at least they showed they liked me. They liked me. We are still on very good terms.
Okay.
That's how we kicked it off, and here we are.
I like that story. I like hearing about someone who's like, I've seen something I want and I'm going for it. Well, congratulations, you got married. I'm going to ask you for your next song right now. This one takes us back from Blue 3.
Yes, where you are.